Hey y'all, so today I'm going to show you how I make my baked barbecue chicken quarters. I believe this bag was about $6, a little bit less than $6. First, I'm going to clean off my chicken. I don't like whatever that wet, slimy feel that chicken have. I like to clean that off. And I also cut the tails off. If you see this little piece, it's just the tail of the chicken, and I cut that off. Today, I'm going to leave its skin on, and I'm going to do my seasonings. I have salt, garlic salt. Yes, I use two kind of salt. Cloves. I like my chicken a little spicy. Garlic powder and cayenne pepper and double spicy. And I'm also going to have some barbecue sauce at the end. So I like to salt and season generously. You need to do this because if you don't, you're going to find that it's going to be kind of bland. You want to season on top of the skin, underneath the skin, everywhere. And so it can soak in. You want this to sit for at least an hour so those seasonings can soak in. And even though it might seem like a lot of salt, I promise you it's not. I mean, they're like, oh, this might be too much salt. Add a little bit more salt. Because I find that if I don't do this, they're a little too bland for my taste unless I let them sit overnight. All right, and I'm done. I'm going to go ahead and grease my pan. You really don't need any oil for these if you don't have skin on, but if you have skin on, I do like to add a little oil to prevent sticking. Glass dishware is better than ceramic. I am going to use a ceramic bowl here, and it does stick a little bit more to ceramic. So you can make sure to grease that up real good just to prevent sticking. Try to reorganize them where I can get everything to fit. It's okay if they're really close together. They're going to shrink up in the end anyway. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stick those in the oven at 400 degrees. Sometimes I either do 400 or 425. It really depends on how hungry I am. But 400 degrees is perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these over. I usually go for about 15 minutes before I do my flipping, and I flip them over at least 3 times. This is gonna take you about an hour for all of these chickens to cook. And you definitely want to finish on the skin side. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my barbecue sauce. It's already looking really good. Slather that all over them thighs and them legs, child. Gonna be tasting real good. Throw that back in the oven. And look at that. Look at that there. You know you want some of that. And it was delicious too, boo. And boom, we done. It took about an hour and 15 minutes for these to cook through. I like my chicken to be cooked pretty hard so I can get that little crusty thing, with the skin. And oh, it was nice and tender and barbecuey and just so freaking delicious. Oh my God, look at that, falling off the bone good and well seasoned through and through. I am going to go ahead and shred these up to make it easier to store and also easier to cook with later in the week. All right, y'all, so this is what I got out of those chicken quarters. I actually ate like 2.5 of them, so I probably would have had more meat. But this is all the meat that I got. That's gonna last a very long time. Okay, full disclosure, I've already had some. And it's hot. Oh, it's hot and it's fresh. Check, this is a drumstick. I like my chicken cooked hard. I don't like drumsticks that are soft. I generally don't eat drumsticks unless they're cooked very hard because I don't really like them like that. But all right. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so very important to season your chicken well. And if you can, let it sit for at least an hour. Overnight is best, but season well so it can soak not just on top of the skin but inside the chicken itself. I have some barbecue sauce. Normally I would take the skin off and put the barbecue sauce on just the meat, and it gets like the sweet smokiness gets into the chicken meat and it's delicious. But I feel like to having the skin because I wanted it to have like these crispy bits like that. Oh my God, falling off the bone. It was hot. You smoking? You see it smoking? $6 for that whole bag. And it was 12 quarters in that bag. I think it was like $5.30 something. So delicious. Give it a try. If you're a family, I think a family of 4 can eat off of 2 of those bags for a whole week, and you can do so many different things with that chicken. So good. I hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a comment down below on what you thought of the recipe. Would you do something like this? Is this really helpful? I hope that these videos help you guys see that you can eat well while you're on a budget, especially a very tight budget. And if you're a family, things like this can really stretch out the whole week for you to feed your family and yourself. So thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.